evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you. Check to it.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike, pick it up. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
What the?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And
This dude is so evil. Oh my God.
35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
The circle dude
was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds Taylor, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, that one complete. He finds Sharp. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left, and this is caught. He got 29 yards that time. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Y'all weak. Y'all so weak.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Browns drive about to get started. Jackson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go.
Hey, do your thing, big dog.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Switch. Take 4.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out How
We done
are
played
gonna
with
slow
dude
down this
before,
running
haven't
game?
we?
Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Yeah.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And an alley to run. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It's caught inside the 25.
Man, that was so far out of bounds.
Inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
That was so far out of bounds. Goodness gracious.
First and 10 just outside the red zone.
That's terrible.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be
You don't even.
a great read, and it's picked off.
You didn't even try to go get the
Brandon,
ball.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he is not going to get the first down, as they'll spot this at about the 28. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The big fella, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down.
Oh, they sucked me into that block.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Cohen. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Is that what you tell him, big dog?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's another Jets first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out
Why
on the
is
field.
that nigga moving so fast?
Around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And now they'll take a timeout defensively.
I don't know
For the
who they got
second down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
My D tackle is Ed Oliver.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game.
Who, Ed Oliver?
As we get you down the coast to Orlando.
You can get him.
Jonathan Coachman.
You don't want some money next year.
Time report. Coach. Both teams
yes,
appear
sir.
ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Send it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Oh, is it?
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to
toss
the
or counter.
35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Man, that nigga got popped.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go. Check that. We got Mike 50.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got you.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Hey. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, Ty.
Jackson now.
Oh, my goodness.
Gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And
the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch. You got tight. You got tight.
Again, it's Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes.
Oh, my man got hurt.
Well, all game on the ground.
Oh, I didn't know
this
that.
is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check it out, Bree. Go. Out. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I remember
they release who?
When we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. After the interception, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Jackson now down around his goal line. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ben Banagoo. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Under pressure, and they got to it.
Yeah, Oliver is easy.
And Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Scooped up by the Jets.
Oh, how is he still getting up, man? That boy getting pounded.
That kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game.
Man, why is he still getting up? He getting pounded.
Afternoon to forget, absolutely.
He just runs straight into the joke.
Fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson now going to throw again, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1.
I had already snapped the ball, bro, by the time you said that.
Now it's about getting the ball.
You said it. You said do what?
Hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Man, I need to stop doing that because that's some YouTube stuff.
Second down, Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Holding on to the football, becoming
Big Ed ain't doing number ball.
2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught by Herndon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Go. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
He outside shading, but can stop a slant.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Saw you.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
It's like a jungle sometimes and make you wonder how you keep from going up.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this.
It's like a jungle sometimes. Well, I don't know. You got to ask Clarence. He's the one living in the jungle.
Have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The Browns drop.
You might got him muted.
Started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Man, get off me, little nigga.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense.
CJ Cole, you a bum, nigga. That's why niggas can throw the ball on you 3 times and win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Learn how to adjust, nigga.
About to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson on first and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.